Hi, I'm Dale, and this is rule number 8 out of 10 rules to create a brilliant book. And this one is about creating an outline. Now, my mum, when she writes, she pants it. She sits down and she just writes whatever's in her head. And then when she's writing a book and we have our daily chat, she says, she writes novels, so very different to writing non-fiction, but the same thing applies. And she'll say, what am I supposed to do with blah blah blah? And I'm walking along with my dogs, and I said, well, Mum, what you can do is, and then I give her this plot, this outline of where to go next. So let's come back to a non-fiction book. Outlining chapters gives us a really clear structure and a pathway from one chapter to the next. And it connects each chapter to the overall theme of the book, and it answers the questions that our reader may have. And most importantly, it makes your book easier and faster to write. Now, for a lot of people, they find it very difficult to do that outlining, but for me, if you spend a lot of time creating an outline, and I've got lots of different ways for you to really get to the heart and soul of a good meaty outline, it does honestly make it so much easier to write. So an outline helps us to organize the book. It gives us that big picture. It gives the structure and the flow, and it reveals itself. It becomes a suggestion, a journey, a recipe. Now, it may change. I've said on other videos that often I'll create a chapter structure, and then because it's inspired me and I'm very creative, my mind will wander off, but that's given me a starting point. So always do that planning and that outlining, and then, if things change, you can come back and look at the big picture and chunk it down again. But start with that plan. So an outline gives you something to do in chunks. We humans like chunks. If someone says you've got to write that much and you look at it and you go, nah, it's never going to happen. But if they go, do you know what you've got to do today? You've got to have a little baby bit there. It's going to make life so much easier. So that outline gives us that flow from one chunk to the next, to the next, to the next. And it helps the vision of the book to unfold. So an outline is a vision. This is the journey. They're going to start here. They don't know anything. And then get over here. And it's going to build this big picture, this beautiful, beautiful vision. And like I said, the content, when you've done an outline, the content will start to reveal itself. Long time ago, I wrote a book called Plan Your Non-Fiction Book in a Weekend. And literally, I just sat down and I did all my brainstorming ideas, and then I put them in Microsoft Word, all the headings. And in Microsoft Word, there's a thing called the navigation pane. And what I was able to do is I did it a chapter at a time. It's because I had all the headings. I could actually see as I was writing what I had to infill and what was coming, so I could make it flow, basically. But it also lets me see the book coming alive. I'm very, very visual. I need to see it coming alive. I can't bear to get stuff that doesn't have that navigation pane with all the headings and things. I know I'm a strange woman, but I like to see all of that. I like to see things coming alive, and I like to see that direction, that outline done, so I know how, and if I'm writing about this, I can refer to that over there, and it all fits together. So for me, an outline works every single time. So think about your readers, say 10 key problems, brainstorm those titles, so do the questions, brainstorm a list of titles, make a list of chapters, write a synopsis for each of the chapters. So this chapter is about, brainstorm the subheadings, and then you've got a starting point. Now, when I work with people, I go a lot deeper than that. But you know what, right here, right now, that's an outline. Go for it, do it, try it, see what comes up. And then things can evolve from there. So, what are the 10 key questions that your book answers? And then, when you've got that chapter list, what is each chapter going to cover? And ta-da! You have a book outline. So really, really good luck with that. And I'm Dale. You find me at daledarley.com. Look under books and you'll find all kinds of resources.